Hey folks, welcome back to the channel. So today, or this first part of the video here, we're going to do a little bit of a shop update on what's going on here. Haven't been doing a whole lot in here as far as work on equipment, but we got, well, today my plan is to get something in here so I can work on it the rest of the week. We got a whole bunch of snow forecasted for tomorrow, starting off pretty nasty like, and then just accumulating, starting with rain and then turning to snow, and they're talking like inches on inches. So we're gonna try and get something in here today, I think. And so I got something here to work on. So I'll give you guys a little bit of an update on the door here. So my brothers were here this last weekend, or 2 weekends ago, I guess it was already. And we got this doorway put in. Let me get you out here. So this is the door here itself, and we opened up this doorway here. We opened it up, and you can see I got a tractor in already. We did a little bit to it. I mean, I had to run through my baler stuff. So you can see here's where the original door ended. This was the post, which we cut off, and I guess we actually just moved the post over. So this post still needs to get fastened to the floor, but we're getting there. The door, which is pretty well framed up here. Still, I think I'm going to insulate it somehow, maybe get some foam boards, and we'll stick them in there. Another thing for today, I got some plywood similar to that stuff over there. I'm going to stick in here, try and make this a little bit more tight. Eventually probably insulate most of these walls, but yeah, so we're fighting with this tractor right now. I put the baler stuff on here and she's dead, so I don't know if the baler stuff caused the problem or what. I haven't really figured out. Somewhere there's got to be a battery shut off switch in there. I don't know if that'll help with it or not. I mean, we'll see, I guess. I need to finish the ceiling here and get this tarp hung up a little straighter, but I mean, we'll get there, I guess. This side is still a mess. Dad started pulling his loader in here since it's going to be ugly. I had the skid loader sitting here. I was doing some stuff to that. We're gonna try and clean this all up today. Maybe even haul some stuff out. And the office, which if you can see is closed in now, and insulated. We insulated most of it here. I bought some real cheap paneling, so it looks a little bit better, but it's, that's the cheapest stuff you can buy. It's a farm office. We got my little heater in there. It actually heats this room up pretty good now with the insulation in. And I still gotta do some ceiling work and put something in the corners here where it's not it isn't perfect. We're not experts by any means, but I'd like to kind of make it look a little better. But got a desk. I actually picked this desk up from my church. church and school. I guess this was part of one of the classrooms, I think. And my aunt Donna said, "Hey, come get this desk." I said, "Well, okay." So I have this, and then I have another thing out here, which Jensen brought me. It's just kind of a three-sided deal. I think we're gonna put that in here as well, just because. But yeah. So that's today's job. We're gonna try and clean this place up, organize it, get a. I think I'm gonna get a baler in here, and we're gonna go through and try and really clean it up and get it ready for spring. Because before you know it, we'll be into spring. So yep, I'll keep you updated. Hey folks, how's it going? Next day now. Shut the wood burner off. So it was a shop day today for the most part. Actually that's basically all I did, is I worked in the shop. We got baler. This would be what I call baler number 2. 2015 New Holland 330 Packer cutter. A few things going on with this one. For one, I pulled it yesterday. I pulled it out of the shed, and we took the air hose to it. I would have liked to maybe wash it, but I ran out of daylight. Looking at this slip clutch here, we have 3 kind of indents with channel iron. Well, I'm missing a chunk of that. So first thing I did is I kind of got online through the dealer I go through for baler stuff. I can actually look up parts. Actually, I can look up any part on this baler, and I can't just get, say, this part or just the shell of the slip clutch. I can buy the whole thing for $3,000. So that was a little kick in the shin, I guess. So yeah, I can't buy the shell. I can buy the entire thing for $3,000. So I just kind of like, okay, I guess that's what I'm gonna have to do. What I would have done is waited until they do a customer appreciation week or whatever. I can order parts and get like 20% off or something like that. I'm assuming they're doing that this year. They've done it just about every year. So, but I did contact my mechanic, sent him some pictures. He said all that channel does is hold the slip clutches from spinning, or it just holds them in place basically. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take that off. We're going to take it to the local welding shop here, find a piece of channel that fits in there, and we're going to weld it in there and hopefully get a little bit more life out of it. So yeah, fun stuff. So I looked into that. I just kind of cleaned up. We cleaned some stuff up around the greaser, the oiler. Yesterday I was crawling in on these Packers in here, which you can't really see. I don't know if I can put flash on or not. Maybe I can. There we go. All these little hoses here are actually grease lines. I got this automatic greaser on here, and one of the grease lines in there was off. It was broken. Must have come out or got caught. There's a lot of moving parts in there, so it's real easy for those to just kind of get ripped out. Um, I did have a few parts. I got some hose here, so we took the old hose out, just laying here. I was gonna try and put a new end on, but it's a little beat up, so I just decided to put new. I got a couple older ends that I'm putting on, but anyways, we're gonna get that in probably tomorrow. I think I'm gonna shorten all the chains on it, and we'll have to take this off, get that fixed. Um, so yeah. So now I'm gonna run over to the goat barn and do a little bit of talking in there. Um, Shut everything down in here, and then I'll see you over there. All right, so we're in the kidding barn here, and everybody's doing pretty good. Must be time to go to sleep. But I'm not really here to show you the kids. I just want to do some talking. So this morning, that one there actually, one of them that I've been waiting for, she actually aborted this morning. Um, so that's unfortunate. Um, she's just sleeping now. I've kept my eye on her. Um, she was up eating. She might need a shot of something just to um, give her a little bit of a boost. But there are a few things that cause that. Diseases, even I think stress is even part of it. So it is what it is. She's not the nicest looking goat in here. She's definitely on the cull list. Before this all, she was kind of on there. But so anyways, I had a couple comments on the last video. Gonna try and find a good lighted area here. Just want to kind of run through those. One person had said that I should put in my kidding pens, I should put my water buckets up higher. Or the kids could actually drown in it. And I'm not disagreeing with that. Honestly, I probably should have them up higher. The only problem is I don't think I have any up here. Those buckets really aren't meant to be hooked on a panel. They're more meant to be hooked on like a 2x4. And when you hook them on a panel, they kind of lean forward a ways, and it doesn't take much to knock them off. So that's mainly why I put them kind of on the ground. And as far as the kids drowning, I mean, I've been doing that for a couple of years now, and I've never seen it. Typically, the pails are on the front of the pen, and it'll take a day or so before they're even up to the front of the pen. And by then, they're usually pretty agile. They can get around pretty well. So maybe in the future I need to look into something different. Maybe get them buckets up a little higher. As far as the sick goats, the one I think I pointed out is doing really well. She snapped right out of whatever was going on with her right away. I'm thinking we gave her a shot of selenium. Typically, selenium kind of works with the muscles. I believe. So shot of antibiotics, a shot of selenium, it helped her out. She's doing just fine, and we really kept an eye on her, make sure she didn't go down at all, and she just kind of always stayed with it. The other one I diagnosed with, I'm gonna say listeriosis. Listeriosis is basically um, thiamine deficiency, I guess. It comes from moldy feed, bad feed, um, and actually, I think they can get it from a few other things. But I do know the baleage that I fed around that time period, I did find some mold in that. Um, I felt pretty good that most of that bale ended up going to my cows, but there could have been a little bit that maybe got in, and it's I'll take the blame for that, I guess. I I didn't think anything of it. I saw the mold, and I just kind of um most of it went to the cows. The cows can pick around that, or it doesn't really bother them. But apparently, and that could be a whole different story, I guess, as far as what happened to her. But um, it gets in there, and it's kind of a neurological thing that they'll actually kind of become paralyzed on half of their body, and the only thing you can do is like massive amounts of antibiotics, like way over what is recommended. But that's that and thiamine, and it's like every couple hours you need to be pumping it into them. And the reason I didn't know what it was at first is because typically when they get kind of, it's between listeriosis and polio, their head actually kind of locks to one side, and that's because, like I said, they kind of become paralyzed on, half their body becomes paralyzed, or yeah, I think paralyzed is the right term to use. Their head kind of locks to one side. Hers never really did that. Um, but another thing is she stayed standing for longer than longer than typical. Another one of the comments was, that maybe you need some calcium. Well, we did look into that. It was kind of, it could be pregnancy toxemia. I'm not going to say no to that. I just, when we looked into it, it didn't quite match up with what was going on. But being that she was pregnant and probably due, it definitely could have been on the radar. And I think he also asked, oh, now you know, if I don't believe in the vets where I am right here. It's not that I don't believe in the vets. As far as if I have a sick goat or something, to call them, it is expensive. It's no different than going into the doctor's office. Everything's expensive, so it's not that I won't call the vet, but if I have an idea of what it is, I'm going to try and do it myself. And that's all farmers. We're all going to try and do it ourselves if we can. But sometimes you do need that extra knowledge. And unfortunately, around here, the goat knowledge, there isn't a lot of goat knowledge. So, um, if you have the vet out, sometimes they don't even know, and you're still paying them, even if they, I think it's this, and you start treating it, and then you kind of do some looking into it, and it's like, yeah, no, I don't think that's what it is. We've had that before where, he came out and said it was this, and it most definitely wasn't that. If we have an issue with a birth where the kids are kind of, we go in and we still can't figure it out, we will call the vet. It's kind of, you got to make the call and do it. But sometimes, I said in my reply to him that sometimes you just got to Google stuff and see what other people are experiencing. And I know that sounds terrible because, you get, not everything's true, but, mostly goat people are just going to try and help each other. That's just kind of how it is. But anyways, I've talked way too long. I don't know where I'm going to stick this all, but I'm not saying anybody's wrong. I'm honestly not. I'm probably wrong. I've been doing this for 10 years, and I still don't know the answers. People ask me stuff, and I give them the best of my knowledge, but I don't even know everything. So thanks for watching. I appreciate it. Like, comment, subscribe. Keep the comments coming. I do enjoy seeing some comments once in a while. And yeah, if you're watching and you haven't subscribed yet, please subscribe. I think the subscribe to unsubscribe rate is like less than 10% subscribed, so would love to see the subscriber count go up a little bit. But yeah, thanks for watching. I appreciate it, and I'll talk to you later.